Family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It's time for another weekly Wednesday top 10 countdown. Excuse me, apologize for that, but when you're doing a live video, you really can't do like radio and push a sneeze button. There is no buttons during a live YouTube video, so I apologize for that. I'm still, after all these years, allergic to being good looking. But if you jump on here live on this Wednesday evening, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure you give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. In this week's Top 10 Countdown, I want to talk some college football because now that we're late March, we're only about a week and a half away from April. Good evening, Cameron. Thanks for jumping on here. And as always, every day is a good day to be a Clemson Tiger, especially with the basketball team kicking off their NCAA March Madness bid tomorrow. My personal opinion, just my feeling on it, is that they win tomorrow and then they lose to Purdue in the second round. I hope I'm wrong. That's just the way I feel. They really only have about 7 players that they play. They've got more guys than that, but really they have about 7 players that play consistently. And a couple of those guys give you nothing offensively, but they have to play because you can't play your 5 starters 40 minutes. They've got to rest. And when they rest, the guys that come in for them just don't score. And I just don't see them making a deep tournament run with basically no bench. If they get past Purdue, I'll be stunned. But I think it's one and done for Clemson. Hopefully I'm wrong. And the baseball team's off to an absolutely incredible start. But since it's almost April, I want to talk some college football because now there's a lot of teams that have already canceled their spring games, but the teams that are going to play their spring games either play in March or April. Most of them play either the first or second Saturday in April, so it's almost spring football time. I'm doing fantastic, Austin. Thank you for asking. Hey there, Colbsters. Glad to have you here. I believe that's the first time I've seen your name in the comments section. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. I try to post just about every single day. I talk all the major sports along with wrestling. Hey there, Jordan. Glad to have you here. And Colbsters, if you are new here, please give the video a like, a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. We talk college baseball, Major League Baseball, college basketball, the NBA. We talk college football, the NFL, wrestling, NASCAR. And I do top 10 countdowns, which is what I'm about to get into this week. This one's about sports, but some of the top 10 countdowns might be about movies, music, food, vacations, holidays. You just never know. But this week's top 10 is the top 10 quarterbacks in America this year heading into 2025. And Colbsters, stay here and help. Hopefully I can help you learn some about sports. I'm a sports fan, but unfortunately because of all the things that I do, I don't get to watch it like I used to. But back in my teenage years and early 20s, I didn't know that there was a such thing as TV outside of sports. I woke up watching sports or listening to sports talk on the radio, and I went to bed either watching sports or listening to sports talk on the radio. I watched football, baseball, basketball. I watched field hockey. I watched lacrosse. I watched any kind of racing that came on TV. If it was a sport and it came on TV, I watched it. And if there was no sport on, I was either reading a sports magazine or I was listening to sports on the radio. And that was all I did. But now I stay so busy and I have 3 kids as well that I can't just sit down and watch sports all the time, day and night. But I am still a sports fan. I just don't have time to watch it like I used to. I still watch anything Clemson. If Clemson's on, no matter what the sport is and what time it is, I'm watching. But outside of that, I try to watch, what I can. But a lot of times I have to just pick the best game that day and watch it, or watch what I think will be the best game of the day and then record a couple other games and watch them whenever I can or read about them. I wish I could still watch it all the time, but I just stay so busy. And no, Austin, I do not have a show this weekend. Thank you for asking. But these are the top 10 quarterbacks in college football heading into 2025. We've got DJ Lagway. And by the way, as I go, I'm not going to tell you who these quarterbacks play for, except for one. One of them I will, because he plays for a team that really, truly, about 10 years ago, had about a 4 or 5 year stretch where they were really, really good. But outside of that, they were awful before that. Now they're just an average team that might win, 6, 7 games a year. So he might be the one quarterback you'll say, who's he play for? But any of the other quarterbacks, if I got to tell you who they play for, you're not really a college football fan. And Colbsters, I appreciate you defending me, but if you will realize I have not responded to any of those comments because, unfortunately, there's good and bad about going live on YouTube. It's great because it helps your channel grow and you get to converse with real people. But unfortunately, the downside of it is you're always going to get 1 or 2 people that are just absolute complete idiots that don't even watch. They just get on the comment section and comment just to see who all responds. I never respond to those. I never will. I'm not 12. I don't have time for that childish stuff. So when people respond and I can tell that they're real people and they really want to converse, I'll talk. But when somebody's just being stupid, I just totally ignore them. I always have. I've never had time for that. Never will. So there's good and bad about going live on YouTube. And the good side is you get to converse with real people. It helps your channel. You get to talk to people. People get to know you. You get to know people. The downside is there's 1 or 2 idiots every day. That's never going to stop. Number 10, DJ Lagway. Number 9, Rocco Becht. Number 8 is the guy that I will tell you who plays for Baylor quarterback, Sawyer Robertson. Number 7, Lenoris Sellers. And number 6, Garrett Nussmeier. Again, 10 through 6. DJ Lagway, Rocco Becht, Sawyer Robertson, Lenoris Sellers, and Garrett Nussmeier. Number 5, Sam Levitt. Number 4, the quarterback that I've heard his name pronounced 9 different ways. I'll say it the way I think it's pronounced. Drew Allar. Number 3, Carson Beck. Number 2, Cade Klubnik. And number 1, Arch Manning. Now, the only bad part about Arch Manning is I know he's going to be ranked up there because his last name is Manning. And he may end up being a great quarterback. But so far, with the exception of a few passing plays against nobodies, just about every time he plays, all he does is run. So we really don't know now that he's going to be the starter. Can he be a guy that can drop back and throw 40 times a game? We don't know. So I think it's kind of jumping the gun to assume he's going to be great just because his last name is Manning, because Eli was a Manning and he wasn't great. I don't think Arch is going to be a failure, but it's just hard for me to say he's the number one quarterback in America when all he's done so far is run. Now, he may end up being a great passer, but we don't know that. And I mentioned this already a couple times, but I want to bring it up again while I'm thinking about it. Not next week, but the week after that, me and the wife and kids are planning on going on vacation because we have not been anywhere in 3.5 years. And if we do get to go, it's not going to be for a whole week, just going to be for a couple of days. But anytime I can get the wife and the kids out somewhere to have fun, it's always worth it to get your mind off things and not worry about so much. Just have fun and just live in the moment. If that does happen, there'll probably be one or two videos that we do while we're there. Hey there, Daniel. Thanks for stopping by. I have not seen your name in the comments section in a while, so glad you're here. I just did the top 10 quarterbacks in college football heading into 2025 according to On3. So we'll probably do one or two videos of our vacation while we're there, whether it's quick, review of the motel, whether it's a restaurant, just us playing putt-putt, whatever. So if you like that kind of thing, it'll be something that we do outside of me talking sports. When I first started the channel, we went on vacation a couple times and we did videos, but we have not been anywhere in so long. We have not done anything like that in so long. So hopefully, if you like that kind of thing, you'll enjoy it. It'll be something besides sports for a change. And if you're new to the channel and you have not seen my wife and kids yet, I encourage you to go back and watch some of the older videos that we have. There used to be an intro video that I always played before the videos, and it had, of course, me, but you see me every day, and the wife and kids in the video. But the problem with it was when we made the video, I think our twins were 4, I believe, and now they're almost 7, and we just stay so busy. We just had not had time to sit down and record a new video. So we had a dog in the video that we don't have anymore, and then we had our daughter, who I think was 9, and the twins, as I said, I think were 4, and now our daughter's 11, and the twins are almost 7, and we just stay so busy we hadn't done a new video. And for one, I got tired of seeing the same video play every day, but for two, I felt like after a while people are going to start saying, do your kids not grow? Because I'd already been asked 1 or 2 times about the dog because we don't have the dog anymore. So I just felt like instead of being asked all the time, why are your kids not growing? Do your kids grow? What's wrong with your kids? Is that an old video that the best thing to do is just stop showing the video? So if we ever get time to record a new one, we will, and I'll put it on here. But in the meantime, that's why it no longer plays. But if you go back probably, I would say, probably sometime last summer, maybe early fall, is when I stopped playing it. So if you go back to late summer, early fall, and watch the video, anything before that, there was an intro video that had me and the wife and the kids on it. And as my kids get older, especially the twins, they'll probably be on here more and more because they're almost 7 and they eat, sleep, and breathe wrestling. So all they want to talk about, all they want to watch, all they want to do is anything that involves wrestling. So as they get older and they're able to sit down and carry on a conversation, I'll probably have videos that will be about wrestling that will involve them. But right now they're typical 6-year-old, almost 7-year-old boys, and they're wide open all the time. So setting them down for a video is just not going to happen. But if you're new to the channel and would like to see the wife and the family, go back and watch one of the old videos. My wife and I have been married 13 years. We celebrated our 13-year anniversary this past December. We got married the week of Christmas back in 2011. But for all of you that came on the channel live tonight and commented, I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you give the video a like, a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Helps the channel out tremendously. And it does not cost you a dime. Well, let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I crossed a 4-leaf clover with poison ivy and got a rash of good luck. I was just itching to tell someone. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.